Hey y'all, I'm drinking a double IPA from Austin Street Brewing Company. It's called Offset. And Austin Street is in Portland, Maine. They occupy the same industrial complex where Bissell Brothers used to be, Foundation is, Battery Steel is the newest brewery there, I think. And I've enjoyed a lot of their beers. I had their other double IPA. It was called Never Ender. That was Australian hopped one. And that was pretty good. This one is a little bigger. It's 9% alcohol. I think it was canned just under 2 weeks ago. And it uses Citra and Eldorado hops. My cat is meowing to come in here. He'll be okay. I've never had this before. It's only been brewed, I think, a few times this year. And I don't know if it has quite as high ratings as Never Ender, their other double IPA. But my friend who got it for me said it was pretty good. Worth picking up some cans. Citra and Eldorado are the hops that Trillium uses in their scaled IPA. And it's a pretty cool combo, works out really well. Eldorado brings in some hard candy, melony flavors, strawberry, I feel like, maybe a little pine, in addition to all the tropical fruitinesses of Citra. And I'm smelling this already. Whew. This actually smells like one of Trillium's bigger IPAs, like maybe Uppercase or one of the ones that's around 9%. This is very tropical. And you notice the 9% a little bit in the nose. It's got a boozy spice to it. But this smells and looks just like your classic big juice bomb double IPA, as people like to call it. Yeah, their other double IPA, Never Ender, much more sort of bitter and green from different hops they use. Those lower alcohol. It was much paler. This one is perfect orange. It actually looks so much like the Bissell Brothers Preserve and Protect. The other double IPA I recently got from Portland. But it's big, really big on peach, mango, passion fruit. All that stuff. Very, very stone fruity. Of course, pineapple. Not really getting much green character anywhere. Not even very resinous, just super duper fruity. This one has a little bit of a fruit cup, peaches or pineapple tidbits and syrup thing going on, I would say. A little bit sweet, but I guess that's important because it's 9%. Ooh, the finish has a nice sort of creamy spice. Almost, I guess, vanilla-like a little bit. But I wasn't really getting in the nose at first. I wonder if that's in part coming from the yeast. But I like that finish. Usually with beers like this, it's like, oh, it's really fruity, fun up front, but then it can get kind of unpleasant to the mouth feel. It can be too chalky or it can be too boozy, but this is pretty well done. The feel is pretty thick. I wouldn't say it's like soft or super velvety. It is 9%, so you're gonna get a lot of just straight up alcohol feel in there. And plenty of residual sugars and rich malt in there to give you body, but I guess it's a lot like you mix a little bit of juice in a double IPA. But better than if you just did that. I think a lot of people really like this. This is, yeah, it reminds me a lot of some of Trillium's bigger IPAs. Maybe the finish has just a little bit of a different, the spice, I'm trying to pin it down. Like it's kind of woody. It's not really like that. It's not really tea-like. And there isn't much throat burn, but I'm feeling some heat from the alcohol content. Pretty good full feel though. Yeah, the ones that are this strong, double IPAs that are up in the 9% range are just a little bit too much. Like I feel like I'm never gonna like this as much as if they kind of rebrewed it, made it 8%. I just don't like that boozy bite that is impossible, to avoid at 9%. But this is a very good beer, and I'm surprised it doesn't have higher ratings. This is like your classic juice bomb sort of thing. Everyone would love it. It reminds me a little bit of Swish, though it is a little stronger and boozier. I wish they had done this at having it like 8%. Then I would probably be a little bit more of a fan of it. But there's nothing really wrong with it, I would have to say. The yeast brings out the freeness of the hops, but there's no weird, medicinal thing happening. It's not too strong with the yeast esters that are, taste Belgian-y or Hefeweizen yeast-like. Yeah, a really, really well done beer. I think most people who like their juicy double IPAs would really enjoy this beer, and I would recommend it. Yeah, Austin Street continues to deliver just every single beer I've had from them. It's very good. And they do kind of all sorts of things for being like a tiny brewery. From the get-go, they've done dark beers, barley wines, pale ales. They have plenty of like Brett Saison type beers too. They're often really, really good. So I'd give this, I guess I'd probably do a 4.25 because it is really well made. I'm just not exactly suiting my tastes right now. I kind of wish my friend had gotten me also some cans of their Patina, their standard flagship pale ale. It's one of the most potent pale ales out there. This is definitely a different style. This is your big, juicy thing. But they didn't mess up anything in the production of this one, so I think 4.25 is very deserved. Goodbye.